Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Hope you all are doing good. A hearty welcome, one and all, on behalf of Global Trump Foundation to Global Education Forum Award 2021 Virtual Edition. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all today to this wonderful and beautiful event. So, let me introduce myself. This is MC Mayuri Shah, your host and host for this beautiful and wonderful event. So, let me tell a few things about me. I am Suvarna Action Star runner up, model, host, anchor, and social activist. Thank you, everyone. So, can we have a huge applause, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. Thank you so much. So, I would like to dedicate some lines to all the delegates over here. I noticed an almost universal trait among super achievers, and it was what I call sensory goal vision. These people knew what they wanted out of life, and they could sense it multidimensionally before they ever had it. They could not only see it, but also taste it, smell it, and imagine the sounds, emotions associated with it. They pre-lived it before they had it, and the sharp sensory vision became a powerful driving force in their lives. This is all for you, to all the delegates. Thank you, everyone. So, few things to tell about the event. Global Education Forum 2021 Virtual Edition is most acclaimed award in area of education. It highlights and recognizes the quality and diversity of the education establishments across India who have achieved excellence by their significant contribution towards the education sector. The award is a certification for the positive initiative and contribution of these institutions towards building up a nation with a strong and open education system where knowledge is accessible to all. The title of Global Education Conclave 2021 defines the credibility of school, preschool, colleges, universities, startups, and education institute globally. It is being conducted by Global Trump Foundation and Image Planet. Both are premier and foremost organization based in India that manages an event to achieve a state goal as determined by the client. We come up with ideas, developed a critical path, and have expertise in promoting growth in media, market research, exhibitions, conferences, seminars, award ceremonies, buy or seller meets, B2B meetings, promotion, and fostering business and strategic relationships. Actively engaged in ICT, research, media, and education sectors. Thanks to all our sponsors, My Homeschooling, Life Educare, Hello Kids, School Constant, India, Salam Namaste, Community Radio Partner, Little Fingers, Little Woods, Educators True. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. So it's very common that anything we start good, we remember God. The event would be kickstarted in the name of God. Let's brighten the path by all the positive energy. Let's take all these blessings to lead a peaceful and successful life.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's take all these blessings and start this wonderful and beautiful event. So before we start this event, I would like to invite our chief guest, that is Sri Neeraj Kumar Sir, former Commissioner of Delhi Police, Chief Advisor to the BCCI for the Anti-Corruption and Security Unit and author. A hearty welcome to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mayuri. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. A hearty welcome to you. Hope you are doing good.
Yes, indeed I am. And how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So happy to see you on board.
Likewise. Likewise, I'm happy to see you.
I would like you to speak few words, sir.
I'll first say good morning to you and good morning to educators gathered here from across the world, from different parts of the world who are gathered here on this unique platform provided by Global Education Forum 2021. There is no gainsaying that digitization today has caused a paradigm shift in the field of education. The skill and drill methods are increasingly being rejected by the new generation of pupils. Technological developments have blurred the boundaries between professions. With knowledge in every field of human pursuit so readily available on the click of a button, educators have begun to realize that accumulation of knowledge in the form of information is no longer necessary. What is required instead is teaching students critical thinking and developing their analytical skills. Virtual reality hardware and software have been improving rapidly and are expected to keep doing so during the coming decade. Improvement in visual revolution and performance will make the virtual and real world indistinguishable. All in one handsets would become cheaper than $100 and much less obtrusive. We will also see additions such as haptic gloves become mainstream, making the learning experience even more immersive. Live and virtual reality learning experiences combined with instant translation into hundreds of languages will completely shift the concept of an educational classroom to that of a virtual global class. Ladies and gentlemen, on your behalf, I thank Amit Jain and Monica Jain of Global Triumph Foundation and Image Planet for taking the initiative to bring all of us together to participate in making our education system far better and a far more enjoyable experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your meaningful words. It was so nice to listen to you.
Bye bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Learning together even when we are apart. Online learning can be a lifetime to those who have obstacles such as geographical distance and physical disabilities. It's so nice to have a non-stop education with this online platform, isn't it not, ladies and gentlemen? So it's time for us to have a panel discussion with our guest. So let me welcome our guest for the panel discussion. The topic is emerging technologies and education. I would like to welcome Preetham Kumar Agarwal, founder and director Hello Kids Chain for Preschool and Riverstone Schools. A hearty welcome to you, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so let me tell a few things. Success isn't about how much money you make. Success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the differences you make in people's lives. Isn't it not? So for the panel discussion, we have our guests who are coming for the panel discussion topic, emerging technologies and education. Our guest Preetham Kumar Agarwal, founder and director Hello Kids Chain of Preschools and Riverstone Schools. Is there with us. We have Dr. Skan Bali, head of school, the Adani Group, Dr. Imi Desai, CEO, My Homeschooling, Kukubara, Learning Pyramid Educators Troop. Fazana Dohadwala, Executive Chairperson, Crimson Education, Vice President, ECN, EPER. Dr. S.K. Rathod, Founder, Chairman, and Managing Director, Sanford Group of Schools. Ms. Madhumita Banerjee, Academic Head, Jain Group of Institutions. A hearty welcome to one and all for the panel discussion, Emerging Technologies and Education. A hearty welcome to you, madam. How are you? Hope you're doing good.
Thank you so much. It's so interesting to be here on this panel, and especially
Yes.
with a topic like emerging technologies and education. With the pandemic, till my friends join in the
Yes, yes.
pandemic has been a total 360-degree change for all of us educators. Emerging technologies in the corporate world were heard and practiced, but emerging technologies in education has taken a big flip in the educational vertical. So we are really very excited with this topic and hope we can share some ideas, my team members and I, on the panel to enlighten people about what we use in our school and what could be helpful to others also.
Yes. The whole pandemic has changed the way of education, and the good thing is, like, people who are disabled, even they can get education in such a nice way. It's such a
It's so
nice
true.
platform. Online has become such a nice platform where education has no stop because of the pandemic.
And also, Mayuri, there is access for everybody. You understand?
Yes.
So, in the past few years, we've seen, major change with the advancement of technology. But the COVID and the education sector have become like a fish and water. We can't do without one another. We need technology, and
Yes.
I think now, as it has become a part of ourselves, Mayuri, it's going to be with us for a long time. And even once pandemic is off, I'm sure things like a flipped classroom, where you send a video in advance to the children
Students.
and ask them to view it, and then you're not wasting your 30 or 40 minutes of teaching time by showing the video in class, because they have
Yes.
watched it, they come and there is an open discussion. So these type of technologies, even post pandemic, I know we are going to talk about pre and pandemic. I am saying even post pandemic, these emerging technologies are going to stay with us. So the way children learn, the way teachers teach, it is just fantastic.
Yes, technology has gone ahead, wherein now everybody is on virtual. Even I never thought, we will be doing a virtual edition of award ceremonies. It was like, going on stage and doing, and now it is so easy. Sit in a place and, conduct the event. It's so nice. Everything is so much changed because of the pandemic. We have to take it positively and, go ahead with the life.
I so agree, Mayuri. I so agree. And
Yes.
we understand India lives also in its villages. We also have a divide in the population, and there are lots of NGOs that are working to bring devices into the homes of these underprivileged children. So, I
Yes.
mean, we are seeing a very new community initiative now where people think, okay, whether it's a BMC school, it's a state school, it's a private school, uh, where there is a need, they are plugging in with their initiatives. In fact, many of our students also have done an initiative where they are collecting old phones and devices which are not being used but operational, and donating it to children who are in need. So there are lots of NGOs across India who are doing this. I mean, I can't go to a village and know who needs a phone, but there is this NGO where my children collate and we give them these devices for those kids to use. I mean, that advertisement of Abhishek idea, you know
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that. This was much before the pandemic, that people would all in the village come together and there would be one phone and they would be so animated with it, to be able to see a video. So all these things people had thought about but had never practiced. So the pandemic has really pushed all of us, get on, and start flying, tie your seat belts and be ready to board, तो पायलट तो कुछ और थे, अभी हम एयर होस्टेस से असिस्टेंट वाइस पायलट्स बन गए हैं, in a lighter side.
Yes, no doubt in that, no doubt in that. This pandemic has changed everything, the way of living and the way the technology is going ahead. What we never thought 10 years back would be, we just had a 1100 phone, wherein now there is something which we never imagined 10 years back.
True. I mean, through the discussions that we are going to have, we are going to talk about lots of interesting stuff. We're going to share lots of ideas with the educators globally who have joined us today. And I don't want to let the cat out of the bag before the panel discussion, but it's going to be a lot of takeaways for everyone because, one thing is important, and I would like to share this, Mayuri, on this platform. Initially, schools used to be very competitive. You
Yes.
understand? I want to be the best, so in my area, I'll do unique things. So if my friendly neighborhood school would ask me, I would just give maybe out of the 5 ideas, 1 idea out of courtesy. But suddenly the pandemic brought all on a level playing field. Everybody is sharing because everybody was trying to find an answer to solutions. So that's where, the whole way as teachers and heads of schools and trustees are looking at it, it's been a game changer for us, that now there is collaboration. I mean, we talk about a lot of 21st century skills of collaboration and, working together, team spirit. But in fact, schools were not practicing. We were talking about it, teaching our children, but in ourselves, we were very inward looking. But the pandemic, so they always say, the pandemic is one big storm, but we were all in different boats. So we were all heading into the same storm, but in different boats. So we needed one another to navigate and guide together. So I mean, even in Mumbai, I come from Mumbai, Mayuri. So we have had a lot of sharing. You know, we would have platforms, we would share resources, we would have, whether it's the international schools or the BMC schools, we do a lot of stuff together.
So we have our panel discussion guest here. Hahati, welcome to you. Miss Madhumita Banerjee.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Hello.
Hello. Ahati, welcome to Dr. Imi Desai. Ahati, welcome to you. Namaste.
Namaste. Warm welcome to all.
So we all were waiting for you. And yes, I think we all have joined. I'm waiting for Dr. S.K. Rathore and Pritam Kumar Agarwal.
Okay. I think the time given was 11:20, so maybe in some time they would be joining.
Yeah. Yes, 11:20.
So, Dr. Ami and Madhumita, I and Mayuri were having a general conversation for the educators who've already signed in. We were talking about technology and what it means to us and it means to teachers. So, if you guys have any inputs, please add in. This is not part of the panel discussion. This is like an introductory warming up session, if I could
Warming
call
up
it.
session for the whatever things we have gone through this pandemic, and the education system has changed so much from a phone, a small phone, to now we have come to such a good technology where people are sitting at home and gaining all the knowledge. The education is not stopping at all.
Not only gaining knowledge, also doing exams, assessments.
Yeah, exams, assessments, projects, so many things. There is no stop. There's no full stop. First, we thought, how will people go to school? How will the children go to school? But this pandemic has taught so many new things wherein everything is continuing in a way, better way. Maybe kids are not going to school in the place, the organization, but everything is continuing in the same way, in more in advanced way.
I so agree. So whether it's a tier 1 city, tier 2 or tier 3, everybody has joined the bandwagon, if I could say so, and every teacher. So from a BMC teacher who, what do they do, Mayuri? I don't know whether you're from the education vertical. What they do is they realize that every child will not have a device during the day. So what they do is they record their videos and they post it on WhatsApp. So now when the father comes home after work, he gives his phone to his child and says, आप WhatsApp पे देख लीजिए टीचर ने क्या बोला. So the child watches the video, tries to understand what's the homework for the next day. So every school, every teacher has become very innovative, बहुत dynamic है सब. कि it's not like the affluent schools, the private sector, where every child will have a device and did not have parents organized it. But it's for the even the underprivileged village schools. These people do things like that, which is so amazing. Teachers, I think they say COVID warrior, doctors or nurses hai. मैं बोलती हूँ, teachers are also COVID warriors. We have
Absolutely.
we have worked very hard. If you guys want to add anything, Madhumita or Dr.
Yes,
Amita.
ma'am.
Yes,
And
yes,
not
yes,
only
yes.
see, we have worked hard, and see, normally as a teacher, we were allowed that okay, you will be trained, and then what is the outcome of the training, you will be evaluated. But this COVID, we were not given an opportunity to get trained also. Overnight, we had to shift to the digital mode. And teachers, we were comfortable with the chalk, the talk, and the projectors and the PPTs. Okay, these were the stuffs. But overnight, we are digitally challenged, and then we had to change ourselves drastically. So that's one thing what we did as teachers.
Hearty welcome to you, sir. Dr. S.K. Rathore, founder, chairman, and managing director, Sanford Group of Schools. A hearty welcome to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So we are having a general discussion on the things what have changed. Even you can join us before the panel discussion. So yes, madam, please continue. You were telling something really interesting.
Yeah, so that's what. See, as teachers and as educators, we were like, it's like a war situation that we handled. So as ma'am has said, Farzana ma'am has said that we are also COVID warriors. Yes. Because what was not visible is the learning gap in the children that will come out now once the schools reopen. See, huge gap has been created not only in terms of knowledge, but in terms of the emotional also. The social characteristics, the emotional nature of a child is also affected, which is not visible as of now, which will which will be exposed down the line in the coming years is what I feel. So that situation, individually talking with them, having a connect with them, most of the teachers have tried to sort it out.
Yes, I would like to add, Mayuri.
Yes, please.
I completely agree with the emotional and social health which has been affected largely. And what can we do is what, as she said, that teachers talking individually, and we are fixing up play dates, and we are requesting parents to let go the child out of the four walls. It's okay to meet with the mask on. The life has changed for all of us, and we have to have that in our children also. We cannot be confining them to four walls and just being there so protected that we don't know how the body will react. So it's a joint affair. Parents have come long way. I would say that we've been facilitators now, whether it is teaching mathematics or teaching physics or creating a lab in the house. Parents have been so supportive. Even when we're talking about underprivileged, parents have set up a system where there is one television, mirroring is done, and there are 15-20 children sitting in one shed, and they took that initiative. It wasn't that they were waiting for an NGO to come and help. So and of course then there are people from NGOs and different schools who have supported them with all the technology and the teacher support. So it's the whole community has risen up to this occasion where education is a priority, and at the same time the mental health also needs to be taken care. So that's how I would like to say that what we can do we should be doing, and encouraging our even neighbors to contribute. There's so many people who are ready to come in. People from IT have come forward to say that, okay ma'am, can I take 1 hour in a week? I'm okay to come on Saturday online, because from anywhere in the world they are ready to serve. So that stress of travel or inhibition of how will I manage the class, all that has gone away. apart from the educators troop, which is like already there into, they are in the battlefield when it started, right? So they coped up well, and I think there's long way. Technology is going to take over many things, many more things, I guess. Yes, over to you, Mayuri.
So I remember one more thing which happened, recently. My maid, she said me, Madam, I don't want salary. You give me 4 months of money, buy me a phone and give for my daughter.
Exactly.
They did this, and after that I said okay. And they said for 2 days, can my children come to your house for the online education? Can we use your phone? I was so surprised. I was so surprised with the things happening. I said, yeah, please take it. What's there in that? Why shouldn't I support them? And they are studying in government school. And the level of interest the kids had, the one girl was 4 standard and one girl was 9 standard. The level of interest what they had was like,
Yeah. Anything new better than us, right? So they were curious. They are so very interested.
Another thing is very, very interesting, which we found is that schools without a good relationship with their parents were able to slide through very easily, because the parent
Yes.
always looked, they were not foes on two sides of the sort of borderline. They were working together. If a parent didn't understand, or if a child didn't understand, they would pick up the phone and tell the teacher, can you take an extra class for 10 minutes and explain this? The teacher would say, oh, your child is struggling with tech, can one of us come and help you and your child? So this friendship and these bonds and bridges that were made between parents and teachers, I think this should continue. This pandemic has given us
Yes.
many things, so let's just continue with this bridge of friendship. It's going to help our children.
yes, yes. So our one more guest, that is Preetham Agarwal sir, is there, from founder and director Hello Kids chain of preschools and Riverstone schools. A hearty welcome to you, sir. Good morning. Hope you're doing good.
Very good morning, Mayuri. Namaste, Fajana madam.
Namaste, Preetam.
Namaste.
Madhumita madam, very good morning.
Namaste. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Ami madam, very good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Preetham.
Fajana madam, how are you?
Bas, all good. Before you guys, fortunately, I joined in early, so I and Mayuri had a lovely conversation to just keep the educators, in sync with technology and education.
Yes,
So,
yes.
हमने अच्छी बात की, right, Mayuri?
Yes, we had a very good time, talking about. I gained so much of knowledge. See, it's been such a long time, me, going to school or something, and online education is so new to me. When I see only my neighbors' children who keep getting ready, they'll be tying the ponytail. We have online class, they'll be running. And I've just seen all this in real. I've not experienced that, but I've seen there is no kids at my home, so I just keep seeing my neighbors, and they're enjoying it. They're enjoying it. Only thing
They
is, the
enjoy
parents
Why
are struggling.
are they enjoying it? I'll tell you why are they enjoying. They don't have to get up early. 9 बजे की क्लास में 8:30 बजे उठे, ब्रश किया और they're in front of the class. फिर in
Yes.
between breaks होता है तब नाश्ता करते हैं. So I am so worried. So that is going to be a very difficult period for parents, us, children, when we get them back to school. अभी तो 8 to 12th in Maharashtra is allowed. Post Diwali, we keeping our fingers crossed that 1 to 7 will be allowed. It's going
In
to be hard.
Karnataka, 6 to 12 is allowed, and then we are facing the problem. The discipline is totally gone for a toss.
I
But
agree.
one more thing is, my neighbors also, they'll be like, even if I call for some emergency or something, I need something, they'll be like, please don't call, online class is going on, online class is going on. The parents, the real struggle is, the parents' phone is always with the children.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt in between. Mayuri, can we start with our panel discussion? Rathod
Okay.
sir is facing some internet issues, so he will be joining us soon.
Sure, sure. So let's start a panel discussion with the topic emerging technologies and education. Once again, a hearty welcome to all of you. So before that, I have a small icebreaker for you. I know you all are, so tired with the online things and, the struggle with the pandemic. So let's have a small icebreaker. I want everyone to participate. Yeah. So can you all clap with one finger? Everyone, please participate. Please show your hands. Show your hands. Yes. 2 fingers. 3 fingers. 1 finger. 4 fingers. And 5 fingers. So can you tell me what did you understand by this?
Attention. We were
No.
attentive.
No.
Listening skills?
No.
Being
Pritam
mindful.
sir? So it was all together we can make success. 5 fingers joining together.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, unity. Lovely.
Unity. That means unity.
Yes,
1 finger, what is the sound you get? 2 finger, 3 finger, 4 finger, and 5 finger?
Yes.
Agree. Very nice.
This was a small icebreaker to just cheer you up. So, ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead with the discussion on the topic emerging technologies and education.
Very good morning, everyone. And Namaste,
Good
Rathod
morning.
sir.
नमस्कार, कैसे हो प्रीतम? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Friends, I have been given the job to moderate this session, and it will not be easy when we have seniors like Fajana Madam, Madhumita, and Ami. And I am very used to Rathod sir on a lot of panels. But yes, when this topic was given to me, I think I have shared it in the group also that let's make this session so lively and takeaways with our own experiences, what we have done pre-COVID and during the COVID right now. And as we all are opening our schools very soon, that technology in the space of education in the classroom for the teachers and for the students, what we have personally experienced is matters, right? Theories may be there, technologies are there, we have seen it, but we have not utilized it. We want it, but it is not available, right? It is useful, but we are not using it. It is available, but we could not able to manage with it. So when we talk about technology, there are a lot of different faces to this. Technology used by the teacher, technology used by the children, technology in the learning process, technology in the teaching process makes a lot of differences. A child is using the technology to learn it, or only the teacher is using the technology to teach that sessions. Friends, the basic understanding to technology is, let's say, we will understand that how we have done it with it. If we are really not done it with it, it is only for the management for the school, or is it in the learning process? It is just to keep the attendance in mode, or it is just to give some assessment online. That doesn't mean technology in the classrooms, right? So that is where I think from all the panelists, the live will be, today's discussion will be a very short answers, keeps our answers very short. Timing will be a limitation, yes, but we will understand, we'll share our experiences, what we have used it, what you have not used it, which technology we are going to, it is going to stay in my classrooms, in my education, which technology I need an immediate change. That is how we should give to our listeners. So in opening remarks from each one of you, so that it will give a base on the future discussions. And I request Fajana Madam to start the session with her remarks. Over to you, Madam.
Thank you so much, Preetham. For me, education has totally been redefined in the pandemic, and earlier I did my master's in arts through distance education, which was such a different way of doing it. But today, distance education has been redefined because of online education. First thing. Second, also now there are lots of apps, blogs, websites which not only help students but they also help teachers. The traditional classroom where you and I studied, they were boring classrooms. Suddenly now you have online virtual learning, video embed hota hai, Bitmoji aata hai. It's so interesting. Children enjoy it. Okay, so let that type of technology stay in our classrooms even when we come into physical rooms. And the last thing is that teachers all across the globe are collaborating, sharing ideas, best practices, so that each one is able to teach one. So with that, these are my opening remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for this basic understanding to this. Yes, collaboration will be a very big impact in our education in future. Madhumita madam, over to you.
Yes. See, like we have changed ourselves and started using the technology, which was just limited to the showing of PPTs previously. Now the videos, and with this, like this changing things, and this is really doing remarkable impression in the content, in keeping the content in the mindset of the child, is what we are seeing. And it is helping inclusive classroom, because see, children are different types of, some are kinesthetic, some are auditory, some are visual. So when we were teaching through a chalk and talk method, all these different learners were not catered to. But with this technology embedment, what has happened, everybody is getting an opportunity to learn, and the content and the concept particularly is remaining in the mind. So this is actually very good, something has happened and it is there to stay. This concept development is doing good. And what I want to see in my coming days is that little bit of cheaper versions where the school can afford to use that augmented reality also, so that everything will come live in front of the eyes of the child. Not only videos that we should embed, but a child can, some schools are of course using that, they can draw and they can see the image visual in their eyes, so that will again help them to remember more, is what I am expecting to see in the near future.
Very, very true, ma'am. Very true. Over to you, Rathod sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pritam. See, what I have learned in last 20 months during this pandemic. First thing, the teachers of early childhood education field have learned so much technology that can't be believed earlier before. One thing. Second thing, this technology, the online classroom has brought parents closer to school and to child, because today's parent leave all the responsibility on the school. If they once they admitted their children, so everything is school's responsibility. So now they have learned how much pain a teachers take in making the learning happen for so small, so young children. So second thing. Third thing, now it is proved early childhood education can also be delivered on virtual platform, and effectively engaging the child, and with positive outcome of the platform. So this is what I learned in the last 20 months. Pritam.
Thank you so much, sir, that you have given us space to understand the early childhood education during this time. And over to you, Amy, madam.
Okay, so I agree with all of them. So I will not repeat those points, though I had the same ones. But the most important point I would like to build this conversation is on applying differentiation in schools. Like if you have a child with, at a lower level or a mid-level or a high level, this platform gave us the opportunity to give them certain assignments. So no one else is going to check what was the other child's assignment. And that's when we could pull one child from one level to the next level. And that is my biggest learning. And I would like to continue doing differentiation, though my research papers are on differentiation in urban schools of Bangalore. But yes, across the globe now, differentiation can be applied. And the other important aspect is to get more and more experts across the globe where their recordings, their classroom sessions can be revisited, children can keep watching them again and again. It's not that once the teacher has taught and it's done. So at any point of time the child didn't understand, maybe after the class, the child can really go back to the recording and watch it and apply and write their assignments or ask questions next time. So these are two things which has changed the learning process of the children and applying process for the teachers. And the third point which I wanted to talk about was the way assessments are done. The scanners are used, the scan copies and the keywords are used where artificial intelligence builds up the question papers, and even the corrections are done. So the lot of load or the mundane job of the teacher is taken away by technology. Teacher is more focused on how to make it more innovative, how to present what has been available to children, rather than just doing things which takes away their real core time in building up the lesson plans. So this is what I would like to build up the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And from all these discussions, I'm able to see that definitely the question is coming to you all. But yes, we have adapted the technology. Not only we all have adopted this technology faster than as it was required because of this pandemic times, right? But we all have got enough time in the last 20 months, as Rathore sir said. Now, let's say we were really not prepared in the March 2020, but now we have done all the processes, all the testing, everything in place, what is to be done and what not to be done with the classrooms, with the teacher, with the students, with the learning process. Coming to Madhumita madam, this question is for everyone. Let's keep it very precise. Your experiences of using technology in the classrooms pre-COVID and post-COVID in terms of your personal experiences.
Okay, sir. I
wanted to give our listeners a small benchmark. This is what Madhumita madam was doing pre-COVID, and this is what she is doing right now. Right. So that we understand that we have adapted, and this is the learning to other schools and the educators.
That's it. Pre-COVID, we were mainly sticking to the conventional method of teaching and learning. By conventional method, I mean that not only chalk and talk, because the smart board, usage of smart board has also come into vogue for the past 10-12 years. So the usage of smart board and the green board and the textbook was what I was doing before the COVID situation. But post-COVID, we are doing flipping. So what we do, we send the videos prior we start taking, and then the videos are watched by the student. They note down their doubts, and then like a panel discussion, what you are doing right now, the classes are taken, and I have seen it has become much more effective. Other than that, we have used the Seesaw app to have our e-portfolios where the children, they are putting their own thoughts, own ideas and own project ideas also. So they are, their skills of research, because they are because they are now having access to this online platforms at home also. So they are researching, they are putting, they are raising key points, which the teacher is facilitating to understand. So post-COVID, basically we are using these kind of things, which is helping the child.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Starting from smart board in the previous days to flipping the classes to a panel discussion to understand everybody's perspective for that topics, and using the Seesaw app. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really, friends, there can be a lot of discussions, there can be a lot of understanding, but when we are using as leaders and when we do share it with others because of our usage and we are using it, it makes a lot of learning for other educators. So this is a question about them right now. Farjana madam, over to you. And I'll say that Farjana madam will be able to give me more perspective because if she is mentoring a lot of different schools. So, madam, give me a perspective that if you are talking about 5 different schools, are these 5, 7, 10, 100 schools are using differently or they are in the same space?
So thank you, Preetham. Basically, before the pandemic, there was tech being used in most of the schools which we work with, but not to that extent. Okay. So what we did as soon as the pandemic struck us, we started using that time to upskill our teachers. For example, classes used to get over by 12:30. We gave everybody a break. Around 2:30, we got all the teachers and we appointed someone called a tech coordinator in each of our schools. The tech coordinator, and that's how we divided. 5 days in a week, 3 days, the tech coordinator would be giving them some new app, trying to solve their problems, explain to them. The other 2 days, what we did was model teaching classes. So the teachers used the tech which the tech coordinator taught them in small capsules, and everybody saw the benefit of it. Initially, we felt those who were more tech savvy were the first volunteers to do it. But slowly, after about, say, sometime in June, July, we got of 2020, we got a lot of our teachers using tech. So this training, ongoing training, has helped us. Second thing which we always do is STEM is a big thing in our school. It has moved to STEM and stream and keeping it simple, STEM. Okay, so there are multiple ways in which we could use technology to help our children. And they used to use some tools of technology and were able to continue the STEM education. And in fact, it took us to a different height. Usually, science and maths were more focused. Now suddenly technology became the main thing. So from using Lego robotics or using, our children were trained. We had something called a nutty scientist. Okay, and every week we would do a class where we invited a guest speaker to do some nice simple experiment, and that class was called Nutty Scientist. Another thing that we did, we realized our art teachers were struggling, so we got them a tripod with their, and which on which they fixed their camera and which they showed, connected it to the smart board or to the whiteboard, so that they were able to show children the different steps in the art and also in the maths class, because maths is all about knowing the different steps. For assessment, we felt whatever we said and done, there was some cheating. If I could not say cheating, some temptation for children to do. So what we did is we got a Swedish software called exam.net. Initially in the COVID year, they gave it to us free. Now it is chargeable depending on the number of children. Where it does not allow a child in middle and high school, I'm talking across the range, does not allow them to open another Google or anything when they're doing this exam. Okay. Another thing we did was we made reports digital. We use Toddle app. What Seesaw Madhumita said, we use an app called Toddle. And of course, whatever teaching our teachers did, we recorded the videos and we uploaded them on our ERP to help children who were sick, struck with COVID, parent not well. They could look at it later on a later time. That's for now.
Very, very in detail. And as you said, one very important line, even I was listening and experiencing the same, that how science has, maths has taken over by the technology, by the children personally, at a personal grounds also, and even the parent side. Over to Ami madam for this session, coaching for your usage, your experiences pre and post, pre and current.
Yes, so pre
Using
was
personal-
Yes, at a personal level, pre was most face to face. And if you're catering to 20 children, one teacher, two teachers, 20 children, right? And now during the pandemic, I would proudly say that before the lockdown was announced, we started online classes on Zoom for younger kids in March itself. And it was like within 4 days of training, we had people who could cater to at least 120 children in a day instead of just catering to 10 children. And that is a big thing for me as a educator or an entrepreneur, where teacher who was capable, ready, equipped to cater to so many children. And the second thing was, as I said, mentioned, was assessed program, where by Fit Kids, which is a big tool where you can give different question papers to children. Of course, timing and all the other apps are there to take care that they do it in within certain time frame and other things don't open up. Yeah, the way they are tempted, it's part of life. Parents helping is also happening. The point was that we could give differentiated worksheets, differentiated assessment sheets to children, and artificial intelligence could correct them. And the other thing which changed was teaching aids. So a lot of teaching aids and time and resources were spent. And now with virtual reality and so many apps available, so many things available online, that whole costing and the time consumed by teachers to create has come down. So they are able to, the trainings were there, of course, to tell them which app to use for which kind of sessions, whether it's a science or whether it's chemistry, or whether even for the preschoolers, a lot of things are done. Augmented virtual reality, everything has been embedded, and that took away a lot of time. And lastly, when it comes to parent-teacher meeting, many a times it was one-on-one. Now we had a lot of discussions, and parents were there across the globe who could attend. They said, "Okay, ma'am, I'll come out of my meeting." Travel was an issue, and now the parents are so closely associated with the progress that it's amazing to see how child is responding, whether it is language or whether it's any other thing. And child is able to learn multiple languages through our different programs what we cater to. And lastly, one-on-one sessions can be planned. Yes, remedials were there earlier also, but now it's more on one-on-one. That okay, if the child is not able to get it, parent comes to us and we are able to give them a teacher for an hour, 40 minutes, or maybe more than that a day. So these are the practical things which we've been doing, and I'm glad the way learning and teaching both has improved in terms of the way we are looking at contribution from parent side, from the child side, and from the educators group. So
Thank you so much, ma'am. As you said, the personalized learning was possible because of technology right now, and you focused even only also on that PTMs and the different languages. Over to you, Rathod sir. Sir, Mike.
Yeah. So last year when we were forced to start this virtual education in preschool segment because of pandemic. So last year parents were not so convinced about how the child of 2 year, 3 year will learn through the virtual platform. And we ourselves also were not so much confident how much we would be able to deliver. But I wanted to tell you, all of us have done a good job. So I wanted to tell you, we trained our teachers like everybody else, but we kept n number of sessions for the parents also. We educated parents how we are going to deliver the education on virtual platform. And I tell you, last year parents were so much confused कि ठीक है 3 महीने में स्कूल खुल जाएंगे 4 महीने में खुल जाएंगे हम लोग भी ऐसे ही सोचते थे So number of enrollments last year were less, but I am so happy to tell you this year, this session 21-22, we have good number of enrollments on virtual education also. And I tell you the kind of support after giving sessions to the parents, the kind of support we receive from the parents one parent bring another parent for the admission of their child for the online school itself. So we make this virtual teaching so happening with the help of, as you everybody did, with the help of different apps and creativity of the of my IT and academic team. So I believe we are in Delhi. So in Delhi, every year in the month of November, December, there is chaos of pollution. Because of pollution, schools are forced to shut down for a month or 1.5 months. So now we are not going to close our schools. Our school will remain open on virtual platform. This one advantage of this learning I have taken out. One thing. Second thing, now we can arrange PTM as per the choice of slot of the parents. Because many of the parents are so busy कि सर हमें तो 8 बजे ही शाम को हम फ्री होते हैं, तो 8 बजे PTM कर लेंगे. So lots of liberty has come out of this technology. This technology has taught us lots of good things, and I'm sure if this has not happened for next 10 years also, at least early childhood sector would not be able to learn how much we have learned in last 20 months as far as technology is concerned. Preetham.
Thank you so much, sir. That last remarks was really important, and it has really touched the lives of so many children across the globe during this pandemic. Otherwise, these young children, those who were in terms of technology, where it was one-sided learning or one side of use, now they have learned how important this technology is. Now, over to you, Rathore sir. Very short, precisely, whatever the way you can define it. Any technology in your thought process, any technology in mind, which you have not come across so far, and you wanted someone to do it for you, or you are planning for the same to use it in your classrooms, maybe post-pandemic, or maybe in years to come. Anything which is there and which is you think that it is required in the system right now?
Yeah. So Preetham, here also.
Just a minute, sir. So friends, this will give a perspective that even we as educators, there are some things which has not happened and we are looking forward for it. So that is the reason of this question. So over to you, Rathore ji.
Yeah. So Preetham, we were using technology from the day of the inception of Brand Stanford. We were probably one of the few preschool brands who started with the use of technology itself. So we started using touch screen computers in 2009 itself, and gradually we replaced this with touch panels, large touch panels, with what today I think many of the schools have. And recently, just before the pandemic, just 6 months before the pandemic, we introduced Tab Lab also in our schools. So now what I feel and what I understood, one thing. Second, this pandemic has given us one additional business opportunity. This online education will continue for the children where the parents are not able to send their child to a good preschool, or there is not a good preschool in their neighborhood, maybe in B grade town or C grade town or any other place where the opportunity is not there. One thing. So we could be, all of us, we could be able to deliver quality preschool education to the remotest of the remote of place where net is working. One thing. Second thing, I will continue to work on the technology. I have created one separate department in my company who is exploring the kind of opportunities we can find out from the technology people. So we are working closely with many technology companies to bring best practices for the children, like AI. है ना, बहुत सारी चीजें इंटेलिजेंस से, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और जो वर्चुअल इंटेलिजेंस है, उससे बहुत सारी चीजें निकल कर आ रही हैं, which would be more and more helpful to make a child of 3 years to understand the concept. Because whatever our teachers were doing, art and craft and all those things in the classroom, the technology has taken over that much more faster and beautifully, basically. So that made the learning more interesting. So we'll continue to work on the technology. Yes, we'll restrict the number of, restrict the time, or how much time we would allow the child to expose to the technology. That we need to work on that. Otherwise, technology will continue, and that would be beneficial for all early childhood educators, for the young children, as far and as well as parents also. Become.
Right, right. Definitely, sir. Definitely, your work towards having a different department to understand what is available and what can be used in future will definitely have different thought process and bring more to your organization. Over to you, Fajana ma'am. What technology you want to see? I want
See,
to hear
for
this
me,
thing from you actually.
oh, lovely. Thank you. For me, I would want to bring about the gamification of education. Children love games, especially online games. Take my own grandson, I'm sure Preetham, your children, they all like to be learning through games. They love to play on the apps, sorry, iPads, anything. That's so. What are the four apps I'm going to talk about, which we have used, which are very interesting? One app is called GimKit, GIMKIT. GimKit. This is different from Kahoot. All of us have used Kahoot, and now my children are a little tired of Kahoot. So this is another app which helps the teacher to build quizzes, but it's different from Kahoot क्योंकि यहाँ पे you can set it up as a homework assignment, you can do it as a class work, and there is a lot of fun in this app. That's the first app which I want to do. Second app which I want to talk about is called Class Dojo, Dojo. And this is very good for younger children. And what happens in this Class Dojo is the child can choose his own avatar. They like these monsters and they're very enamored by it. So here they choose their own avatar, they are learning and playing. And also, this app gives a feedback to the parents, not only about academics, but also about the good behavior that they are doing and what are they doing. The third app is called Book Widgets, Widgets. Now, if you're a G Suite school and using Google Classroom, this merges very well. But you can also use Book Widgets through their website. And what they have done is they have created a lot of templates, for the teachers to create very interactive lessons. So it helps the teacher to make my lesson innovative and new every time. Now, for example, if I am teaching something about some skills, science, whatever, and I create a badge called the inspector badge. So they will go, they will see everything, they will try to solve the problem. And what the teacher has to do is just click on the inspector badge and the whole thing opens up. So that's a very, very interesting app. The last app which I want to talk about is called Class Craft. This is nothing to do with art and craft, friends. Again, this you create your own avatar, but the advantage of this, and this is more for bigger children, high school children, and it's very good for classroom management solutions. Now, when our children are in a hybrid model, this is going to help us. So there are points. So you can earn points or you can lose points. So if your group, someone does incorrect, they lose points. So you're motivating the team to collaborate and say, hey, guy, don't do that. And you can help. And also there is a stopwatch there. So if they're playing a quiz, there is a stopwatch which will set. For me, using augmented reality and virtual reality is something which is going to stay. Imagine an early years classroom. I'm teaching about animals and using Arca Lupa or there are lots of free apps. They have a paid version, but I'm sure I and my schools use the free version, the free part of it. So you can get your elephant into your classroom, you can get your tiger into the children get fascinated. So I think even when we move post-COVID, we could use these apps in our classrooms. And it will help us a lot. Over to you, Preetham.
Thank you so much, madam, for so many different perspectives.
Even I thank Farsana ma'am because I started by telling that augmented reality, and she is one who is looking and encouraging at. Really, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for the support.
so many different versions. I have noted it down, and I will try to share it with all the audiences, those who are listening. Uh, this question was when I was discussing about this thing. I have kept this question for you only, ma'am. Right now. Over to you, Madhumita, madam.
Yes, sir, tell me. No, like I was like, fascinated when Farzana ma'am told about this augmented reality, because I started the initial thing that really that is something which you would love to see in the class. And well, coming down the line, see, now as educators or this education company, those what are catering, they're collecting huge number of data. So data collection is happening, and this data analysis and utilization is happening in the process of what, like, they are promising that they will be individualizing the education system. How much it is happening is again debatable. We will not tread that territory. But this augmented reality part, really, with this huge data, when it is analyzed and when it is come down to the trickle down to the point that the children love to see visual things, and that too with the 3D effect, would be really good. And then, of course, Internet of Things, that what you are thinking can be understood by the system, and then individually catering to that child, only focusing on that lacuna would be another great thing, which would be we are looking forward to. I mean, I know I'm expecting too much IoT in a classroom, but then, okay, I'm unable to write or differentiate between the B and the P for a preschool. But if the computer senses that and tries to reinforce on that to make me understand and have a clear, opinion on that, or a clear knowledge of that, that would be really great. I mean, I'm looking forward for it.
Thank you, thank you. Over to you, Amy, ma'am.
Yes, so quickly, as I said, Assess is a program. So I really want that people look for such programs where the teacher's part of having a question paper which is not been repeated, or the questions can be, different, and the child needs to think and be more creative in answering them, not just go with 10 years papers and just know those question answers and come for the exam. So that is where I feel the technology is being really, really helpful in India. And the second part is, as educators, we get together and we collaborate and we say that, okay, I'm available once in a month. I don't mind, connecting to 1,000 teachers, 1,000 principals, 1,000 directors, or 10 people. It could be a leadership workshop where it can be on Zoom or on net, or it can be in reality. So collaboration is the key learning, and I would like to continue. So both assessment part of the child and collaboration with the educators across the globe. So that's
Right.
yeah.
It was this question was really giving us a lot of new thought processes with lot of personal experiences being shared. Now, a final questions to each and every one of you: when we are using this technology, right, integrating them into our systems, right, it takes lot of time, lot of procedures, lot of understanding. So just wanted to see that uh, whenever this technology people are really working for it, I'm just giving a thought process so that we all understand what I'm trying to say. There is a pedagogy, there is somebody who is trying to do that, there is somebody who is taking care in the class, there is somebody who is designing the assessment, there is somebody who is really learning the process. So it is all connected. But now with the available of technology, are we changing our pedagogy just because this technology is not accepting my ways? So in terms of futuristic as a product, in terms of cost as a factor, are we able to understand with the pace of the time? And how you will comment on this statement as a leader, so that we all understand that it is a genuineness towards the educator and towards the service provider. Fajana madam.
Um, I would say the main crux for this is teacher training and student training. Why I'm again emphasizing on teacher training instead of employing a content writer, a video maker. If my teacher is trained, my teacher can create it and then it stays in my library of resources and can be picked and used by anybody. So if I would say instead, guys, in every school you should have a tech coordinator. We have done it in our schools and we have really seen the fruits of it because he's continuously surfing, finding out new things, what the world is doing, and bringing it. The teachers don't have that type of time, but he is doing that. He brings it in the training sessions. That's one part. The second part is the students and how are we training like we think post one schools all open, we are going to follow what the American school and the British school and all do is BOYD. That's bring your own devices. So in the upper classes, say 9 to 12, they can bring their own devices. Of course, we will have very strong management will have to spend a lot of money on getting a strong firewall so it's not misused, and there will be certain sites which will be banned for our children, so they will not be able to access this. In fact, even today, friends, just to share, all the shopping sites are all banned by our firewall. So if any teacher tries in a free time to go on to Amazon, Flipkart, hota nahi hai. This is an advice I give you. I am giving them internet. I am giving them free time to research for my children, not to do their personal stuff. Okay, that was just by the way. That was one thing. Another thing I would love to bring is a hybrid model, which is there to stay. And it is something which is going to help all of us because in times to come, homeschooling was one way of looking at it, but now I think there will be online schools. Just to share with you, Cambridge is already looking at that. So if you have a home campus and a parent campus, they are going to allow you to run schools. So I'm just bringing a futuristic thought on your plate. If you're a trustee or owner, look at the online model. I would congratulate Preetham because he's already moved that mile. He's got Hello Kids as an online schooling. Super. I don't know. Rathor sir, आपने भी किया होगा मुझे नहीं. I am not so close to you and friendly, so I do not know. I know Preetham, so I know this is a super initiative. But I am saying he has done it in the pre-primary sector. This can be the whole sector. Over to you, Preetham, and congratulations. Very innovative.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Rathorji, over to you, sir. Rathorji, Mike, please.
So sorry. So whatever pedagogy we were talking about, see, every institution is having their own system of delivering quality education. Everybody try to deliver quality education in there, whether it's a small institution or big institution or a single unit preschool or a chain of preschool. Everybody try to give their best. So what we already started doing since last 3 years. We tried to convert our curriculum into some kind of gamification of the our content. We have already done. That's why we set up this tab labs in the schools. So rather this 20 months of period gave us more time to rethink about the redevelopment of the activities, replan of the activities, to upgrade our content, to upgrade our workbooks and all the whatever curriculum we are teaching earlier. So in last 10 months, not 20, because first 10 months we were struggling with the convincing the parent. And in last 10 months, my academic team and my IT team worked so well. They have created the altogether new curriculum, altogether new gamification for the children, and we have taken privilege of this time, and we have, and I believe most of the preschool chains are doing like this only. We have set up a small studio in our, office to deliver, sessions for the parents, to conduct the training of the teachers. And I tell you, we have created a LMS, learning management system, where any teachers of my group can access anytime, just requesting the head office, and can attend the teachers training, which is pre-recorded there. So we, all of us have worked in three different fields. One, to train our teachers, to have session for the parents, and then to upgrade our pedagogy or curriculum or activities or gamification, whatever you can say. So everybody is doing fantastic job, and we have done all these kind of activities during last 10 years. Now you are on mute, Pritam.
Thank you, Rathore sir. And this will be the last this thing, because we are running short of time now. So we'll listen to Madhumita madam, Ami madam, and we'll finish the session. Over to you, Madhumita madam.
Yes, sir. See, like what I was thinking, all these years we were very familiar with the term VUCA. But now, from 2020, we have learned that it is a BANI world now. So it's a brittle, anxious, non-linear, and incomprehensive. So long-term planning may not work. We have to be absolutely up on our feet, and we have to be trained to adapt quick strategies. Because tomorrow, what is coming in this non-linear scenario, long-term planning will not work. Because the present context is a BANI world. We are very incomprehensible. We are a non-linear, unstructured state. What we are heading, we are not sure of. So the one thing that we have to inculcate in all of us is the adaptability, and that too very quick adaptability. And the second thing, what we should focus is, all these years we have been teaching whatever the pedagogy is. We taught to do. From that, recent times we have shifted to be. Okay, you have to be like this. But now I think we should, as well as we should tell our children also that to become. That because knowledge is changing every 12 hours. Upgradation of knowledge is happening. So, we have to think ahead that every 12 hours when this knowledge is changing, we have to be very dynamic, and we have to run like a cheetah to go ahead of it and catch hold of it. So that's my take, is that we have to be very adaptable with the present scenario.
Very, very true, ma'am. Very true. Ami ma'am.
Okay, so to end with, see, the highest level of learning or the metacognition, thinking of what we are thinking needs to be focused on. What are we thinking as educators, and are we thinking in the right track, in the benefit of our community as educators and our learners? So when parents have played an important role, we should be regarding them and equipping them as well, that how learning happens at home, because they have played a very important role, providing the space, providing their time and energy and materials. So going forward, whichever pedagogy we follow, the learning should be considered keeping parents in mind now. That should be the most creative way I look forward to, where they just don't come pay the fees. And that's where I want to focus my energies, getting all educators together to create programs for parents, where maybe they spend 15 minutes a day, or if they are ready to give us 2 hours a day, what is it that they need to learn and they need to unlearn? So that's how I would like to end, or rather work on being more creative with the parent community. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Rathore sir, please go ahead.
Yeah. So Pritam, what I learned, see, earlier we all educators, early childhood educators were talking about intelligence quotient, emotional quotient, social quotient. Now we should speak about technology quotient also. We should look for the technology quotient to develop in our children at the early stage itself, so that whenever they'll come to primary level or middle level, and then 9 to 12 grades, they would be well versed about their technology, intelligence basically.
Very true, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Global Term Foundation, Image Planet, for this Global Education Forum 2021. Thank you, Amit and Monica, for this wonderful panel to give the real experiences which we have learned in the last, what you can say, 20 months of understanding technology in a better way. And we have tried to deliver that what we are currently using it and what will stay and what we are looking forward in this education space. Children being the focus for us as an educator, the educators and we educators will definitely make sure that our adaptability with the time, our usage of technology will bring different changes in the child's future. And we assure that to each and every children that will try to bring the best of education possibilities through technology. So thank you so much. It was amazing listening to you, Fazana madam, Madhumita madam, Ami madam, and Rathore sir. And over to you, Mayuri. Thank you so
Thank you
much
all.
for hosting us. And thank you so much.
Thank you all.
A pleasure.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pritam sir, for sharing the session. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your views. We had a really wonderful session, isn't it not?
It is.
So we'll have a round of applause for everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. It was really nice. Thank you, Dr. Rimi Desai, Dr. S.K. Rathore, Farzana ma'am, Miss Madhumiti Banerjee. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. So hope you all had a good time.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, panelists. Thank you. It was really nice.
Thank you.
So, well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all are having a good time with the virtual edition. So, let me do a small announcement for the upcoming event, that is World School Award 2022. Is going to be held on 8 January 2022. Virtual edition is most acclaimed award in the area of education. It's highlight and recognize the quality and diversity of educational establishment across India who have achieved excellence by their significant contribution towards the education sector. It defines the credibility of school, preschool, colleges, universities, startups, and education institute globally. So, hurry up, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you all can register it. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we have a presentation from My Homeschooling. Let's have a look at it. Thank you, my homeschooling team. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful presentation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now it's a time for which we all were waiting for, the Global Education Forum Awards. And here is a time to announce all the awardees. So here we go with the Global Education Forum Awards. The category Innovative Contribution in Educational Services. It goes to Numismatic Academy, NSC and World Ola, Mr. Aditya Singhal. Founder and Managing Director, Numismatics Academy, NSC and World Ola. Global Education Forum Awards. A hearty congratulations to you, Mr. Aditya Singhal. Our next category is Top 5 Preschool in Indore. And a very well done team. It goes to Little Pal's Preschool, Babita Pal, Director, Little Pal's Preschool. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Educationalist. It goes to Dr. Jitendra Sharma, Professor and Dean of Faculty of Management Studies, Department of Business Management, SPCE, Sankal Chand Patel University. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category of award is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector. It goes to Dr. Ravi Kumar, Senior Assistant, Banaras Hindu University. A hearty congratulations to you, Dr. Ravi Kumar. Our next category is Innovative Educator. It goes to Dr. Dinesh Gabane, Assistant Professor, Rajiv Gandhi College of Management Studies, Navi Mumbai. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best CBSE K-12 School. It goes to Whitefield Global School. Hearty congratulations to the team. Dr. Sarada Chandrasekharan, Head of Institution, Whitefield Global School. Hearty congratulations to the whole team. Our next category is Best Music Teacher and Composer in Meghalaya. It goes to Purushottam Bhattacharjee. A hearty congratulations to you, Founder and Director, Govindam Institute of Music and Culture. With his all his experience, he's got this award. A hearty congratulations to you, sir. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Infrastructure. With all the efforts of the team, it goes to Velaman Vidyalaya Mangadu. Shamsuddin Begum A, Vice President, Velamal Vidyalaya Megandu. Thank you so much. A hearty congratulations. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector. And it goes to Tasneem Dohodwala, Middle School Coordinator, Fazlan El Academia Globally. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Educationist. It goes to Y. David Solomon Raju, Holy Mary Institute of Technology and Science. A hearty congratulations to you, Mr. David. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector. It goes to Abha Bharat Shah, Director, EduNature. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category of award is Outstanding Contribution in Sports Management. Abhilash Ratnakaran, Director of Sports, Wales University, Chennai. A hearty congratulations to you, Mr. Abhilash. Our next category is Most Innovative Preschool. A well done, team. A hearty congratulations to you, Nature's Lab Preschool. Aditi Toshniwal, Founder, Nature's Lab Preschool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, success isn't about how much money you make. Success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives. And that's why you all are being awarded. And congratulations for all this success. So our next category is Top Promising School in Uttar Pradesh. And it goes to Sunbeam School, Robertsganj, Mr. Amit K.S., Principal, Sunbeam School. A hearty congratulations to the whole team. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector. And it goes to Ani Eptomi, Director, Livingstone Foundation International. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Innovative Educator, and it goes to B.G. Gaikwad, Secretary, Sankalp Shikshan and Sanskrit Partition and Yashasri Vidyalaya. A hearty congratulations to you, Aurangabad. Our next category is Best Educationist. It goes to CA Dr. Rakesh Chahari, General Secretary, IMS Ghaziabad. A hearty congratulations to you, sir. Our next category is Top 5 Promising School in Hyderabad. And it goes to Sri Sri Academy, Hyderabad, Chanchala Elamachi, Principal, Sri Sri Academy, Hyderabad. Congratulations to the whole organization. Thank you. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education and Media. It goes to Chetan Sharma, Founder, Edumate. A hearty congratulations to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next category is Best Educationist. It goes to Chitra Kohli, Assistant Professor, Dyal Singh College, University of Delhi. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Education Startup of the Year. Well, with all of efforts and the team, it goes to My Homeschooling. A hearty congratulations to you, Dr. Imi Desai, CEO, My Homeschooling, Kukubara Learning Pyramid Educators Troop. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Online Education Platform. It goes to Right Educators Troop LLP, Dr. Imi Desai, CEO, My Homeschooling, Kukubara Learning Pyramid Educators Troop. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Edu Visionary Leader. It goes to Dr. Boli John Robert, Assistant Professor, Coles Memorial Junior College, Kurnool. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector. It goes to Dr. Tripta Parmar, Principal, Sant Darbar Singh College of Education for Women, Lopan District, Moga, Punjab. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Educationist. It goes to Dr. Amit Shukla, Assistant Professor, Department of Veterinary Pharmacology and Toxicology College. Hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Educationist. It goes to Dr. Dhanraj, Director General of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, Devasu Mathura. A hearty congratulations to you with all your efforts. Our next category is Best Educationist, Dr. I. Azma, Business Administration Assistant Professor, the American College. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector. Goes to Dr. Kapil Khare, Guest Khare, Guest Faculty, Government College, Madaleshwar, MP. Our next category is Best Teacher, Dr. Mahesh Sharma, Planning Officer and District Education Officer, Balgad, MP. A hearty congratulations to you. There is one award which is Best Private Dental College in North India, which goes to Saraswati Dental College, Lucknow. Dr. K.N. Dubey, Principal, Saraswati Dental College, Lucknow. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector. It goes to Dr. Sandeep Gun, Headmaster, Jalpuguri Higher Secondary School, West Bengal. A hearty congratulations to you. Hearty congratulations to all the awardees. Well done with all your efforts and hard work. Well, we'll take a short break and we'll be back once again. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome you once again after a short break. So let's continue with our Global Education Forum Awards. Hope you all are ready. Global Education Forum Awards, Virtual Edition 2021. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector, Dr. Sandeep Gunn, Headmaster, Jalpaiguri Higher Secondary School, West Bengal. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector, and it goes to Dr. Sandeep Gunn, Headmaster, Jalpaiguri Higher Secondary School, West Bengal. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Educational Service, and it goes to Dr. Sushma Jaiswal, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Information Technology, CSIT, Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalaya, Central University. A hearty congratulations to you, Dr. Sushma. Our next category is Most Admired and Inspiring Teacher. It goes to Dr. Vikram Parekh, Associate Professor, Marketing and Strategy, SIES School of Business Studies and SIES College of Management Studies. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Outstanding Edu Leader. It goes to Dr. Zuleika Homa Vezar, Assistant Professor and SFC Coordinator, Wilson College. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Physical Education Teacher. It goes to Dr. Gundabala Mohan, Physical Education Teacher. Congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Emerging School in Bangalore, and it goes to Basil Woods Nature School, Geeta R. Giri, Principal, Basil Woods Nature School. A hearty congratulations to the whole team. Our next category is Top Promising School in Chennai. It goes to Velamal Main Campus. Congratulations team. KS Ponmati, Senior Principal, Velamal Main Campus. A hearty congratulations to you. Well done team. Our next category is Best Principal. It goes to Madhu Daya, Principal, St. Soldier MR Public School. Hearty congratulations to you, madam. Our next category is Best Standalone School of the Year. Goes to V Kids Mary Manimal D, Headmistress, V Kids. Congratulations, team. Our next category is Top 5 School in Jind. It goes to Eduvasni Shiksha Niketan Jin. Mr. Kapil Garg, Director, Eduvansi Shiksha Niketan Jin. Hearty congratulations to the organization. Our next category is Top 5 School in Bahadur. And it goes to Bright Avenue School, Mrs. Smita Bakshi, Director, Bright Avenue School. Hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Innovative Educator. And it goes to Ms. Shruti Garg, PGT Commerce and English, Excelsior Public Senior Secondary School, Batla. Hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best International School of the Year in India. And it goes to Wells Group of Institution, Ms. Preeta Ganesh, Vice President, Wells Group of Institutions. Hearty congratulations to the whole organization. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education Sector. And it goes to Niam Hussain, DSO, District Science Officer, Education Department. Hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Emerging Innovative School in New Gurgaon. It goes to Imperial Heritage School, Neelu Sharma, Principal. A hearty congratulations to the whole organization. Our next category is Principal of the Year. It goes to Neeti Dhami, Principal, the Sri Ram Universal School, Hisar. Hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Leading Educational Toy Manufacturers in India 2021. Wow. It goes to Little Woods, Pankaj Agarwal, Founder and Managing Director, Little Woods. A hearty congratulations to you, to the whole organization. Our next category is Best Educationalist. It goes to Piyush Rai, IBDP and IGCSE Mathematics Educator, Bilbong High International School, Thane. A hearty congratulations to you, sir. Our next category is Most Emerging Institute in Robotics Education. It goes to Robomations, Pooja Sachin, CEO Founder, Robomations. A hearty congratulations to the whole organization. Our next category is Women Education Entrepreneur of the Year. And it goes to Pooja Sachin, CEO Founder, Robomations. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Leading Manufacturer of Outdoor Playground Equipment. The most important. Well, it goes to Little Fingers, Praveen Agarwal, Founder and Managing Director, Little Fingers. Congratulations to the whole organization for your all hard work and efforts. Our next category is Innovative Educator. And it goes to Prasad Ji, Assistant Professor, Senior GR, Aerospace Engineering, Dayanand Sagar University. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Innovative and Effective Use of Technology in Early Childhood Education. And it goes to Hello Kids. Preetam Kumar Agarwal, Founder and Managing Director, Hello Kids. Congratulations to the whole organization for all your hard work and efforts. Our next category is Best Author Debut. It goes to Priyanka Datta, Teacher. Hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Gender Sensitization. And it goes to our Professor Asha Shukla, Vice Chancellor Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, University of Social Sciences, Dr. Ambedkar Nagar, MHOW Indore MP, Professor Asha Shukla. Hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Educational Services, and it goes to Raman Oberoi, Principal Ramlal Basin Public School, Dugri, Ludhiana. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Art Culture, and it goes to Salika Parvez, Research Scholar, Educational, Aligarh Muslim University. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Educationalist, and it goes to Satish Shivaji Sonavane, Primary Teacher, ZP Primary School, South Tambave, Talkar, District Satara. A hearty congratulations to you, sir. Our next category is Most Promising Training Institute in India, and it goes to Airship Aviation and Maritime Management. Hearty congratulations to the whole team. Shaunde Tat, Airship Aviation and Maritime Management. Our next category is Early Education EdTech Platform, and it goes to Kidzen, Saurabh Chaturvedi, co-founder, COO, Kidzen. A hearty congratulations to the whole team and organization. Our next category is Best School Consultants in India 2021 South. It goes to School Consultant India, Sunita Jain, founder and MD, School Consultant India. A hearty congratulations to you, madam. Our next category is Best Teacher, and it goes to V. Sibin Matthew, teacher, Tristukula Mission HR School, Satna. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Chain of Schools, South Tamil Nadu, Wells Vidyalaya Group of Schools. Hearty congratulations to the whole organization. Correspondent, Veraval Murugan, correspondent, Wells Vidyalaya Group of Schools. Congratulations, team. Our next category is Outstanding Contribution in Education. It goes to Velamal Vidyalaya, male, Ayanambakam, Venkataraman N. S. Principal, Velamal Vidyalaya. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Youth Inspiring Award. It goes to Dr. Syed Azad Abbas, Chairman and Managing Director, Cincinnati International. A hearty congratulations to you. Our next category is Best Education Startup of the Year, My Homeschooling. Dr. Imi Desai, CEO, My Homeschooling Kukubara Learning Pyramid Educators Troop. A hearty congratulations to you, Dr. Imi Desai. Our next category is Best Educationist, and it goes to Dr. Amit Shukla, Assistant Professor, Department of Veterinary Pharmacology and Toxicology, College of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry, Dawasu, Mathura. A hearty congratulations to all the awardees and all the winners. So it was a very nice session with you all. And I would like to congratulate once again to all the nominee and winners. Well, I would like to tell about our upcoming event, that is World School Award 2022, is going to be held on 8 January 2022. Virtual edition is most acclaimed accolade in the area of education. It highlights and recognizes the quality and diversity of the educational establishment across India who have achieved excellence by their significant contribution towards the education sector. It defines the credibility of school, preschool, colleges, universities, startups, and educational institute globally. So, ladies and gentlemen, what all you are waiting for? Go register immediately and grab it. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank all the sponsors for taking out the time for investing in our event. Your sponsorship has helped us pull off the event with great glory. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you for the decision of your sponsorship and let you know this sponsorship has helped us making our cause speak out greater audience certainly bear fruit of success. Thank you once again, all the sponsors. And I would like to thank all the guest speakers and awardees. Thank you everyone for gracing your glorious presence and making this event a grand success. I hope you all enjoyed this virtual event. I would like to thank each of you for taking out your time and making this event more memorable. I would like to thank Global Trump Foundation, Amit sir and Monica ma'am for giving me this opportunity to be the host of the event. Thank you everyone. This is MC Mayuri signing off. Thank you.